Well, guys, you already know me. I'm your girl, Nayacat, but Naya for short. Okay, and I brought two special guests here because I stole their OCs for this challenge.
Beef.
And yeah, introduce yourselves.
You
Please.
introduce yourself.
Oh.
You go.
Alright. Hello there. I am Icarnix, Nix for short, and well, I'm in charge of at least 6 of these little bastards that they put in. So let's see how this one goes.
And hi, my name is Greywonderz. I go by Grey by short. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the final result for all these characters.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I made a whole ass presentation. I try not to curse, but that's just a thing that I do. I'm sorry about that. But
I mean,
yeah.
I just said bastard, so.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
As the American, I will try and keep my cursing at a limit.
Okay.
I'll try not to.
Like, we've got an American, somebody from the UK, and a Dutch person here. So, anyway, let's start.
It could be weirder.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Look at the sillies. Look at the sillies.
Okay. And I just realized that my face is covering like half of these drawings, so let me just move myself so people can see the entire list if they want to. But you can also see it on my Instagram.
Mike Wazowski.
Okay, next one. Okay, day one. Day one was pretty easy. I did my character, Gula, and she actually looks like this. And there's nothing much really to tell, just that I really like the colors, and the color palette itself is inspired by her. And she is basically my version of the demon Beelzebub, and very much Halloween themed. And day two, I'm just gonna go straight like through all of these, just not wasting anybody's time. It's Lilith, and she's a ghost. She actually looks like this. I also did a drawing of her before, so let me just move my face once again, because there we go. Like, I'm
It's actually been a while since it's actually been a while since I've seen like a drawing of her too.
Yeah, I don't draw her that often. I really should, but I have too many OCs. Okay.
That would be crazy.
I mean,
no,
someday.
You two do. You guys have over 100 OCs.
Almost 200, but who's counting? Anyway, day 3. It's my character Lotus Thorn, and it's very pretty. She looks like this, with the pinks instead of the purple. But I really didn't know what other character to do. We ignore the old one. Let me just cover that one up real quick. Don't look at that one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. Wasn't that from our Undertale phase, guys? Like, I'm pretty sure we used characters for Undertale.
Yeah, the fact that Lotus used to be an Undertale character before.
We don't talk about that. It's really bad, guys. It's like the creepypasta phase for me. I don't like talking about it because it's kind of cringe.
Be free, though.
Okay, fair. Okay, so day 4. This was the first day that I drew that wasn't even my character. And it's... Hang on, it's not working. It's this guy.
Oh, wait, that's right. I'm day 4. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is my character. His name is Zach. He is a fire Cambion. Yeah, we can say Cambion. He's a fire Cambion, which is just another word for a demon. He's like one of my oldest characters that I have. Probably second or third oldest. Yeah, he's a big old mess. He is angry all the time, but he's also like a big teddy bear. So that's his demon form. Yeah, I love him.
And I also added in like his reference so people can see.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm covering up his demon form. So there you go.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's it. That's his demon form. His demon form probably went through about like 5 or 6 iterations before I finally was happy with it. I don't know. His was particularly really hard to come up with.
I mean, that's all the demon forms are kind of like for me too.
No, that's so true. That's so true. Zach is very non-traditional. His demon form is very non-traditional compared to the rest of y'all's, I feel like, because he actually looks like a monster.
That's true. Mine's are pretty tame, if I do say so myself.
Mine's kind of like a weird mishmash, so...
Okay, so day 5. Oh yeah, okay, so for day 5, I had my character Mei Ling. And she is a sage, which is basically like my version of a Slenderman proxy, but she doesn't work for Slenderman. She works for Tenebros, and don't worry, Tenebros also appears in this challenge. This is what Mei actually looks like, and I know it says Scarecrow, but like her alias, I have no idea how you say that, is Scarecrow. Yeah, that's actually all about her. I just need to draw her more often. like any other of my sages. And day 6...
And now it's my turn.
Yes.
So this guy is actually one of the, if not the oldest sage in Tenebros's ranks. Contrary to how young he looks, his name is Hiroshi Osamu. Born in the late 1800s. Cursed to be immortal until after he flipped shit and killed some cultists. He technically is recorded to be dead, but obviously he's still alive right now, and it actually doesn't take that long for his identity to be exposed to the special unit when his great something niece and another special unit member actually discovered his existence. God, he has actually come a long way from his initial concept, because he did not have normal human skin. If I remember correctly, he actually had like red skin, because he's actually also one of my older characters as well.
I do have a reference for him here. It's also a little...
Oh my god. No, I don't like that reference of him. I need to redraw him. Bruh.
This was the only one I could find.
I know it's the only one you guys have. I gotta redraw him, man.
Going from the reference though, the ribbons on his sword was actually a suggestion from his two youngest siblings at the time when he made his own sword, because that was supposed to be a rite of passage in his family. The sword's name is called Tayohiro, which is translated to be Sun Hero, contrary to his identity and role as a sage. His code name is also called Remnant as well, seeing as he's a product of a bygone age. And how he actually became a sage was because he got backstabbed by his second in command, and he has scarring on his eyes, well, his right eye as well as his abdomen, which of course is actually covered up. Any other runes he got have just been in after that, so yeah. He's technically a super... God, what's the word for someone who's over 100 years old?
Immortal?
There's a word for that?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a word for that. It's like a super centenarian? I don't know. Someone in the comments can probably
I'm not
correct
native
me on
English,
that one.
so I would have no idea.
I don't even... Dog. I was gonna say, I don't even know what that word means.
That's fair. But yeah, he was a lot more different from how he was now, and I'm actually much happier with how Hiroshi is now. And and also Naya commented that his mask makes him look like a pumpkin, so...
It does,
It does look like a pumpkin.
It looks cute, though. Okay, so
Moving
day
on.
7. Oh yeah, that was my character Fala. Oh, I clicked too fast, but there is her original design and her, like, challenge design. I haven't used her a lot, honestly, but I am planning on using her in a comic that I'm making, and it's of course Demons Within Us. And other than that, I can't really tell you guys a lot about her, because otherwise, spoilers. But I will
It's okay.
say...
We're also left in the dark about this. We are also left in the dark about this.
Yeah, we got no idea about what kind of role Fala has beyond what she's supposed to be. But I think you guys can clue in what kind of role she has just off the silhouette alone.
Well, she is obviously a demon, but I won't say what kind of demon she is. Oh yeah, day 8 was Minako. She is a witch, and it's her with her little, like, fruit bat familiar, and if I'm being honest, I completely forgot what I named the fruit bat, and I don't have my notes on me, so I'm just gonna call him Batman, or Batwoman. I believe that Bat is a woman. I don't know. We don't know the gender of the bat, but this is what Minako looks like. And she's not really a goth, but I was kind of... When we redesigning her, I was kind of want to give her Morticia vibes meets, like, a witch. And I think I nailed it, if I do say so myself.
You definitely came a long way from Melina Wayne, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, she used to be white, but now she's Japanese.
Yeah.
Completely.
And looked a lot more like a goth.
That is true. She now looks more elegant compared to a, like... Okay.
Like an emo goth.
Yeah. Okay, so day 9 is Doll, and she is the apprentice of Gula. And so basically she is kind of like a high-ranking servant and next to the throne of the kingdom that Gula owns or runs. I don't remember which one it was, but it was the kingdom of gluttony for sure. This is what doll actually looks like. So she usually covers her arms, and it's like in lore-wise, it's because she finds it more comfortable. But in reality, it's so I don't have to draw the stitches all the time. Just saving myself some time here. And I recommend every artist do that if they have a complicated OC design that requires like keeping them consistent.
Hey man, if there's a will, if there's a will, there's a way.
This is actually possibly one of the baddest bitches that I came up with.
Period.
Her name is Mei Sumaya. Her color aesthetic, or at least her clothing, is actually based off a peacock, which obviously got me inspired from the character Hera. She actually originally did not look like this and was a lot more.
No, we don't talk about it. No,
was a lot more it was a lot less formal in her appearance, and which is actually kind of surprising for somebody who is supposed to be a pride demon.
Yes, that was my mistake.
No, it's fine. It didn't really help either, but I'm glad that we actually talked about it and changed her design to be a little bit more formal, especially for the fact that May was actually somebody who actually considered challenging the Demon Lord of Pride for the position of that role, but she eventually gave up and settled for something else, his daughter. Despite the fact that she is obviously very arrogant and of course prideful, she's actually a lot more calm and collected and does not have a myriad of issues. But of course, like any other person with an ego, he has a hell of a temper as well. I actually would kind of consider her somebody who doesn't really like to engage with the kind of stuff that hell has to go through. But seeing as the fact that she's dating the demon and Lord of Pride's daughter, she kind of has to get involved.
Yep, very much so. Okay, so this is Phoebe. She is another one of my witch characters like Minako, but unlike Minako, she is a bundle of joy. This is what she actually looks like. She is very much an astrology girly. Like, she doesn't like Gemini people for some reason, and nobody really knows why. She has no problem with the other 11, just if you mention having Gemini somewhere in your, like, birth chart, she will not really want to associate with you. I'm sorry if you're a Gemini.
She's probably gonna hate Austin then.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Austin.
But other than that, Phoebe is very much still a work in progress, and yeah, I still like her a lot. She's kind of like the female version of another character of mine. His name is Lucian. You guys have seen him before. But Lucian doesn't judge people based on their zodiac signs. Moving on. Day 12, we got the one and only Tazalile.
Man!
Yeah!
Him knock off.
Yes. Him knock off, the devil knock off, I don't know.
Bald!
Bald!
My eyes!
Yeah, so fun fact about Tazalile is that he is actually bald in his demon form, but as a human he does have hair, and he takes pride in his hair. That's all I can say. He is...
If I may interject quickly, he's also which obviously makes sense with his hair, is the fact that he's also a demon from the Vanity Ring, or the Vanity Kingdom. So he obviously takes a lot of pride in his appearance, hates his demon form.
Yep.
For a second, I thought you were gonna go with the fact Tazalile is a diva. I literally thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, he's also a diva. Like, obviously Tazalile is a guy, but he doesn't mind wearing a dress or two or whatever. Like, I wouldn't say he's into drag, but he is more like, I suppose the right term would be cross-dresser, I think. Like, he takes...
Probably.
Like, he likes to just change up his looks every now and then in his human form. His demon form just remains the same, and he absolutely hates it.
Kind of would actually be the kind of guy to go and say, "Bitch, I'm fabulous."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He is like that. Like Icarnix said, he is very much him-coded, and I love him from the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, he's him-coded. I didn't even think about that.
Okay, so next one is another one of Greywonderz characters, and
okay, yeah, this is Hannah. She is one of my technical forest walkers, which is Forest Walkers, they basically work for Silva, which you guys will see Silva down the line as well. He and Tenebros used to work together, then a falling out happened. So he's essentially my version of the Slender Man as well. But yeah, this is Hannah. She's my technical person. She's like super duper smart, and she has a second identity online as a streamer. And she is actually my first deaf character. So she's completely deaf. She has cochlear implants and everything. So she has come a long way as well. She's definitely one of my comfort characters. She was definitely inspired a lot by me as well. But yeah, she's very quiet too. She doesn't really talk a whole lot, and she stays in the background compared to the rest of my forest walkers, which we'll get into some other ones later down the road. But yeah, I love her so much. She is fun to work with.
She also has a service dog called Rosie.
Yes. I forgot to mention. Yes, she has a service dog as well. Her name is Rosalie. Yeah. I don't have a current drawing of Rosalie right now, but yeah, she does have a service dog. And she's also like really, really rich from her streaming income. So she's one of my only forest walkers that like I would say has a quote unquote like a normal like good life, if we're gonna like compare that. So she actually makes a really good income from what she does.
I also have a sketch. The only sketch that I have.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still working on her.
You still have to talk. One. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, I still got to talk. Oh my gosh, Sean. Yes, this is Sean. He is my oldest forest walker in the sense that he's literally the oldest in age. Is he? Yes, he's the oldest in age.
And the only surviving one.
Yes, the only surviving one, because I have another one who's dead. He retired, I believe, at the age of like 50 something, and because he was attacked and almost killed by the cultists of Silva, which is a whole another lore I'm not going to get into today. They are separate from forest walkers. But yeah, he's a fun drunken excuse my language. He's a fun drunken bastard who I like, who I love drawing a lot. He is also in a relationship with one of Naya's sages as well. That is so cute. And they're so cute together because they have so much trauma together.
They really are.
And but they love each other.
Definitely.
And believe it or not, this guy is also Hiroshi's best friend.
Yes, because they were basically, well, yeah. Hiroshi is much older than him, obviously, but the stark contrast between how young and old they look is really funny.
And the fact that Hiroshi was also the person to effectively train Sean into what he does. And of course, when Sean lost his arm, that's what caused Hiroshi to lose his shit.
Yes. Because that's his best friend.
Yeah. I did use for reference an older drawing of Sean, or the sketch that you gave me. So
oh my gosh, I forgot that one existed.
I honestly saved a lot of your guys' characters' references from the server into my own laptop for like art's sake.
That's okay. Honestly, this one isn't as bad as other ones I've had. Yeah, he's also come a long way for obvious reasons.
Don't all of our characters though?
No, that's so true. Am I done talking? Okay, I think I'm done talking for now.
This is my character, Natalie. She is also a sage, and she was my third Slenderman proxy, purely because I wanted a girl Slenderman proxy to have when I was younger. And she also became my favorite, not because she is a girl, but because I think she looks badass, and this is what she actually looks like. She also came a long way. She never had muscles, and I decided to give her some. She is a person who, excuse my language, but she doesn't take shit from anybody. Not even Tenebros, really. And Tenebros can kind of respect that in a way. So yeah, that's Natalie. Oh, and you guys have seen her before on my channel, but it's Blue Eyes, my little ghost girl. Totally different vibe from Lilith.
She is possibly one of your oldest of the horror characters here.
Oh yeah, she is the third oldest. The oldest are Yasmin and Sarah, and I made a video of those three together. I clicked too fast. You guys didn't see nothing.
What do you mean? In fact, I'm blind. I didn't see anything. I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, good.
There's a blinky you'll miss it moment.
Yeah, okay. Nobody pause it. I also realized while I was finishing up this drawing that I kind of messed up because I made the bunny also have a ghost-like effect, even though it's supposed to be, like, you can touch the bunny, basically, and yeah, that's just a little mistake on my end that irritates me, but
I think it worked.
yeah, I don't think people would notice. I hope not. It's the same color anyway.
I just realized. Sorry to interrupt, Naya. I just realized she shares the same last name as Knight.
Oh, yeah,
I just realized that. That's actually kind of.
They're not related.
Yeah, for context, they are not related, guys. But I just think that's actually kind of cool. I didn't not realize that.
I didn't either.
Knowing Knight though, Chris, you probably would not actually want to be anywhere near Blue Eyes.
Honestly, her family tree is a whole complicated story, which I'll get to in a bit. Oh, okay, wait, it's my turn again. Sorry, I keep forgetting like what days are mine.
It's fine.
This is Jay, or Jalen. She's my second oldest character, I'm pretty sure, right after Knight. She also doesn't take shit from anybody. She is like the most southern country girl that you could ever meet. She was originally born in El Paso, Texas, so she knows how she talks Spanish. She talks shit. That is who she is as a person. Her code name, fun fact, is Mockingjay, which is not a real bird. For any of my readers out there who have read the Hunger Games book, her code name is based off of the Mockingjays from the Hunger Games series. If anybody happens to know that, I'm probably the only reader here in this chat right now, but whatever. But yeah, she is very fun to play with, and she's very fun. She's a very fun character. Her personality has come a long ways, and I really like her. I keep saying all my characters have come a long way because they really have. The characters that Naya picked for me are like my oldest characters, save for like maybe except Silva. But yeah, she's fun, and she's also shipped with one of your characters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My technomancer, Axel Ramirez. Don't judge me for his choice of name, alright?
It's fun.
Also
Literally the most Hispanic possible name I could.
Oh, yeah. And this is the most recent drawing, recent doodle of her. She is the youngest of two older brothers. So her oldest brother is actually part of the special units officers as well, and he was the one who ended up finding her after she disappeared for I forgot how long. I think it was like 7 years she disappeared for. But yeah, there's a lot of interconnecting things going on there in her story.
So many intertwining stories here.
Yep.
You know, we don't have to talk about how complicated it is.
I mean, someday they'll figure it out, hopefully, if they're interested. I mean, I'm interested in hearing anybody's OC's lore, but I don't know.
There's so much lore.
Yes. Oh, okay, this is probably my personal favorite day, but it's Cerise. And
yes!
I really love her. She is actually... I can't pronounce that word, but for Demons Within Us, she is going to be the third protagonist, next to Lucian and Lazuli. She is raised by a guy named Jawara, who is one of Tazaliel's inner circle members. So Jawara, or her adoptive dad, or just dad, is one of the strongest Cambions to exist. And he is very overprotective of her. And for lore reasons, his ability has to do with nature manipulation, and Cerise can transform into any type of animal in her human form, but in her demon form, she can transform into, like, werewolves, werecats, goatmen, you know, like those cryptid animals, basically. And this is an
She's
older...
the reason why they exist.
Yes. And basically, this is her older design because she has changed a lot, and... yeah, what can I say? She is a very fun character to work with, and I absolutely cannot wait to show her more often and just get her into action because she loves action so much.
She's one of the more crazy, like, not insane, but definitely a lot of a reckless character.
Very much so, yes. She is...
Wait, Naya, does this mean she could turn into Mothman?
Yes, if she wants to, she could. Like, she is probably, honestly, kinda OP, but... you know, if she transforms into a bigger animal or cryptid, she'll feel the pain later, and yeah, that's not fun. Okay, oh, you guys have seen her too. It's Vanessa.
Yes.
I don't have favorite characters, but I made a whole video with her as the main character. So
Lies.
yeah.
Lies.
No,
You have favorite characters.
I don't have
And it's
favorites.
obvious.
Nah. This is what she actually looks like, by the way. Like, she looks good in just this blue, purple, grayish color. I don't know if it's weird to say that my character is hot, but she kind of is. Vanessa is also an ex-girlfriend of another character that I own. His name is Cody, and this is Cody's current girlfriend, and she doesn't belong to me.
The
Yeah.
fact that you put them next to each other is crazy.
That was
It's
completely
actually pretty damn
unintentional.
hilarious.
That was yeah.
So this is Cynthia Knight. She's actually a Cambion with steel abilities, kind of inspired by Gargiel from Fairy Tail. Fight me on this, I don't care. I actually found his use of manipulating metal and whatnot actually very interesting. True to her surname, she actually has a lot of armor on her, which of course makes it very hard for Knight to draw. Or Naya to draw.
It's a pain, but I don't mind.
It is a sacrifice to pay because of the fact that Naya herself confirmed that Cynthia is her favorite of my Cambions.
Yes. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I really like Cynthia and I really like Vanessa, and it's so funny that they're both were in a relationship with my one guy who is...
Cynthia is still dating.
Well, okay, yeah, she is still dating him. Wait, I messed up. No, okay, but like, Cody has a great taste, if I do say so myself, in women.
Well, yeah, because of the fact that I'm not sure what's initial. I'm not sure about how the initial concept for Vanessa was, but for Cynthia, she was actually kind of like equally just as much of a punk emo kind of girl as well. Because I remember that she had a lot of yellow and brown in her initial
We
color
don't talk
scheme.
about that. I don't even have the pictures anymore, so I have nothing to show you guys.
I'm pretty sure it's buried somewhere in the recesses of my photo albums. I just need to go and take a look, perhaps.
Well, the viewers
Naya, oh my gosh.
the viewers aren't going to
Go
see
ahead.
that.
What? I am appreciative of all of the flipping work that you've done, because unfortunately, I'm not a fucking artist.
You
So
are.
Naya really
like
said
to-
the evidence
like-
is burned.
Yeah.
I like to reflect on it, okay? And yeah, she's obviously a lot nicer now, and despite the fact that like she has a lot of she has kind of like a bit of a mix of a soft and sharp color of a silhouette, because she's obviously a sweetheart, but she isn't exactly that afraid to actually flip and kick your ass if you actually annoy her. And one of her adoptive mothers is actually in the special unit as well, so you don't want to actually angle with two knights now.
I don't even know if I ever explained what the special unit is, but they're like officers, police officers, but specifically for supernatural beings, and that's kind of what you need to know.
Yeah, that's just the basic summary of it.
Yep. Oh, it's still your turn.
Well, quite funny of how you actually go.
This is one of my favorite characters of yours.
Yeah. So this is Austin Blanc, and a little bit of a fun fact, I should actually get this out of the way. He is also shipped with Vanessa, who appeared on day 19.
Yep.
And initially, they actually hated each other's guts.
Very much so.
But he is a DJ, and hailing from France, because why not? God, back when I actually came up with his initial concept, he was an absolute far cry from what he is now. 'Cause back in the olden days, I was
That was
very
from-
much into two
God.
different things.
That's very old.
Daft Punk, which inspired the idea of him being a DJ, and Slender Man, which of course I decided, let's just actually have him be a test subject that got injected with Slender Man's DNA, because why not?
God, that was back
No.
from our DeviantArt days when we were all on
DeviantArt
DeviantArt.
days,
Very
yeah.
old.
He changed now because of the fact that I was asked. God, I'm bringing this up again. I was actually asked by an admin of Proxy High to change his appearance to that of a human, and so I had to ask Gray to give me a hand here, because they were the one that actually came up with the design for in here.
And I'm very
And,
glad that the design is still stuck since then. Austin's one of my favorite characters of yours, just because of like the dynamic we have with one of my other characters that's coming up soon. But he's just fun. He's just like a fun character to work with.
He is also somebody who vehemently despises Tenebros and often gets on the tree monster's nerves. But oh yeah, and his code name is Lyric as well. Yes, I know, music reference, because why not? The fact that he actually looks like a weird mix of a zombie here
I know.
is actually pretty funny,
It's
considering the fact that with the amount of shit that he gets up with, it's surprising that he hasn't died yet. I probably would have killed him off if I wasn't so attached to this guy.
Bro, I would be livid at you if you ever killed off this character. Like, I don't think I'd ever talk to you, to be honest. I'd be so mad at you.
Oh no.
Yeah, and also a little bit of a wee fun fact of actually, I'll go and save this for when we'll talk about it later. But he is also one of my oldest sages as well, like in terms of creation anyway. I think he has actually probably my first one, actually. But moving on.
Okay, I'm sorry that I'm moving so much with the mouse. I think the camera's picking it up.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Moving on to day 22.
Oh, it's not one of yours.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Insert the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Living Tombstone song here.
I will insert that picture that I drew of him with my character Lucian.
So this guy here, his name is Elias Conroy. He's actually a member of Tezzalar's inner circle. And he's actually the third ever successful Cambion that Tezzalar has actually created. And of course, because of that, he and two others that came before him were we effectively have dubbed the Big Three. And Elias here, his whole ability here is to actually mess around with people's minds, such as controlling them, messing with their memories, and damn, I forgot what the other part of his ability was. But he's basically the strongest mind Cambion, which you forgot to actually mention, Naya, that that Nessa also technically has a similar gimmick.
Well, I mentioned it in Vanessa's video.
Well,
I was gonna say at this
need to give a reminder.
Well,
at
people
this point,
just
I feel like everybody should know about her.
Yeah, exactly. Watch that video.
Okay, you know what? Fair. But like, Elias is basically the strongest Cambion with mind abilities. So, like all of our like members of the inner circle pretty much are the strongest in what they do. Elias was actually a soldier during the American Revolution, and that's why he's the third oldest Cambion in existence, because he technically wasn't. Well, technically he wasn't the third, because Tesla did try to create more Cambions after the first two, but every single one of them after those two kept dying. So that's why Elias is the third. That's why Elias is the third successful Cambion to exist, and he hates being a part of the inner circle purely because Tesla just doesn't shut up.
That is.
And to be fair, he does also have to be with the two other oldest Cambion, who are probably very. I don't want to say insane. They're a little unhinged. We'll say that.
Yeah, they're just girls.
I'm not saying of the fact that like Elias is guilty of not having moments of being downright evil or horrible, but he's definitely the most sensible one of the three. But he's still capable of actually being terrible. Even though he has to deal with the first two Cambions, he's not inherently a good person, but he's a lot more sensible than them.
That's fair. Ooh, okay. This is Valerie Landon. She is inspired by a succubus demon, and I don't think I need to explain why. I had to censor her full reference just in case.
Exactly, you censored her. Free my woman.
The fun fact is she is a journalist, news reporter, so the fact that she's the only character censored is actually pretty funny to me.
Yeah, the only reason why you had to say that is because you did not want certain people from seeing the actual flipping drawing
so
here. So you just slapped on a
yes.
t-shirt.
Basically, people on Instagram are mostly my family and colleagues, and I feel very awkward if they see me drawing a full-on succubus with all of her assets hanging out, basically. So I had to give her a t-shirt. And it still looks good on her.
Free my girl. Free my girl. Free those assets.
We basically had to like joke about it a lot because of that, and we just like decided that Valerie's partners just like give a slap on the t-shirt on her demon form every time she goes.
Oh yeah, she has 2 partners. I forgot to mention that. A guy and a girl.
I mean, if you haven't seen the Pride Month video, what are you doing?
I didn't think I drew her for Pride Month. I didn't.
I was gonna say, I don't think she was part of that. Either way, if you didn't watch it, you're homophobic. That was a joke, guys. That was a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about
Valerie
her other than she's a bad bitch.
Yes. She's a bad bitch. And that's all we need to know.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is my other witch character. Her name is Madeline Baleo, and we call her Mel for short. She specializes in fire magic mostly because I really like drawing fire for some reason, so most of my characters with abilities happen to have fire abilities, and that's probably why I also really want to draw Zach for day 4, just because fire abilities. Like, I'm not a pyromaniac, but I just like drawing fire and watching it. This is what she actually looks like, and working with those colors for her was very hard for me, but I still do like how it turned out, actually. Moving on to day 25, we have the best boy, the most chillest boy. It's Isaac Young. And fun fact about Isaac, he is actually a Cambion, but I drew him in his full Cambion form, and no, you will not see his human form just yet. He is inspired by Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I really don't know how I came up with his design because of that inspiration.
Are you challenging me?
I did draw a meme. I will put it in here if I can find it. But he doesn't have a talking dog, though.
It's probably somewhere buried. Probably actually hallucinated.
Maybe.
That's insane.
Like, Isaac is one of my few characters who actually has, like, an addiction that's not... Like, he's not a aggressive, quote-unquote, junkie, but he is pretty much a chill guy. Like, he wouldn't hurt a fly on the streets, and I'm pretty sure that the special unit knows about him and his abuse, but he doesn't really try to fight him. He mostly just works along, and he's just a pretty chill guy. He just has issues, and I will not explain why, but it has to do with his dad. Oh yeah, this person.
Yay! This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one that Naya did for the challenge. This is Night. I'll get into why her name is that in a moment, but she's actually my oldest character to date. I think I made her when I was probably like 10 years old. For context, I am 23 now, so she has been around for that long. Her name is Night because she originally was my creepypasta persona. So she kind of almost resembles me, but she has changed a lot since then. For some reason, I thought it would be a great idea to originally name her Nightmare. I don't know why I came up with that. 10-year-old me was tripping for something. But yeah, she's my oldest character. She is part of a long lineage that is cursed to serve Silva. So her family tree is very complicated and it's very long. She is also the adopted little sister to Austin, which you guys saw earlier. So they have a very close bond. Those two have been brother and sister. Yeah, since we both met, I'm pretty sure, on DeviantArt.
Yeah, basically. And an ongoing theme is the fact that, like, we kind of actually built their dynamic off Ebe and Gary's relationship from the video game.
I
Ebe.
remember that. Yes. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, and I have like fan drawings somewhere of like that I drew them in the from those two characters.
Well, I mean, my current in Discord profile picture on the server is it's
Yes,
Austin as
yeah.
Gary, so.
Yes. But yeah, she's my oldest character. She's kind of the punching bag among my characters. I don't know why I made her the punching bag. She probably has the most trauma and the most like bad things that have probably happened to her, given the fact that she's literally only 16 in her main story. She is still a teenager in her story compared to my other characters who are a little bit older. But yeah, her mother, who I also have a character reference for. Her mother is actually dead, so she, of course, was taken by Silva and therefore has continued on the lineage of the curse with Silva, essentially. But yeah, I love her. She's adorable. She's sassy. She gets the sass from her brother, and she can shoot a really good bow and arrow as well. She was very much inspired by yes, there's her initial sketch concept. I originally actually based her I don't think I ever told you to this. I originally based her off of the Assassin's Creed series. I was very obsessed with the Yeah, I was very obsessed with the Assassin's Creed series when I was little. So I kind of based her off of that, and then slowly branched her off into made her into her own character. So this is her most recent updated look. She's probably not going to change for a long time, and I'm very content with how she's come from the long way that she has come.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is a very new character of mine. Well, not fairly new, but I don't draw her that often. But this is hang on, Robin. I'm Robin. Sorry.
Did you forget her name?
Oh my god. Oh. I have so many characters. I had to think for a second. I was like Violet, but I was like, no, that's not right.
That's the wrong character.
Anyway, this is Robin. She is Vanessa's older sister, and she is a sage. So a little backstory for Robin and Vanessa's parents. Their parents were not great. They were after money. They scammed people. They only cared about money, that's all. But Robin here, she had a lot of potential. She is a very smart person. She was going to apply for NASA, but then Tenebros came along and, kind of messed her up a bit. And it became so bad that when Robin basically left, she went missing, basically, the parents blamed Vanessa for that. And after that, they sent Vanessa to like a boarding school, which was in the Tenebris forest. And initially, Tenebros wanted Vanessa dead because Vanessa knew a lot about Tenebros and the sages. But then Tessalal came along and made her a champion, so killing off Vanessa became difficult, and Robin sure as hell wasn't going to let that happen. So Tenebros was like, you know what, just leave her then. I never want to see Vanessa ever again in my forest. And then she started dating Austin, and yeah. And
trust me. Don't trust me. Her dating Austin is not like the whole key part of her actually improving her character and whatever.
Well, no, I just think it's so funny because the fact that Austin is one of the most rebellious sages out of the bunch, and then on top of him dating a Cambion that Tenebros originally was going to kill is something Austin would do.
He would do. And also the fact that he knows about Robin as well, being sages and all. So.
And other than that, Robin, Robin compared to my other sages is probably living the more normal life. Well, she doesn't work for NASA, but she works in a supermarket, which I can't relate. She doesn't like it, but it earns her money, and she always cared for her little sister a lot. So even though Vanessa never knew it, Robin was always keeping an eye on her, making sure that she is safe and whatnot. Even after becoming a Cambion, Robin still made sure that Vanessa was safe, even though Vanessa made some awful decisions. And you will see that once Demons Within Us comes out someday, hopefully. But yeah, that's actually all about Robin. She is like the big sister figure out of all my sages. And a fun fact about Robin, she is also trans. She was born a male, but now she is obviously a beautiful female. Which one was this again? Oh yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
So this character is Nikki Vitalia. She's a Russian American Cambion, and her power is actually based on the powers of light, which is obviously a hell of a contradiction for demons to have. Go figure. She's also possibly the most physically fit out of my characters because she actually takes her health seriously. But she's also one of the younger Cambions that I have in my cast anyway. So she obviously has a bit of an early start. Um, she's also slightly well, obviously she's a hell of a tomboy, as you can tell from her appearance. And she actually was a lot different initially because I don't actually quite remember what she originally looked
Bad.
like.
That's all I can remember because I drew her and it was not great.
Bad? Is that what you said?
Yeah. But you know what? Fair. And obviously a good key point of actually seeing of how Nikki is a light Cambion is because of the prism that's just between her collarbone and her chest. She originally this day was actually supposed to be reserved for another Cambion of mine, but his color palette did not and the color palette here did not exactly fit or complement each other well. So Nikki was the best alternative choice, as Naya went and got ahead and did.
Actually.
Yeah, because it's much easier to actually work with a character that is a lot more monochromatic in their color scheme, especially in their demon form as well. Because I'm assuming you got Nikki's demon form on real look.
It's an old sketch, so it looks pretty bad.
You could see the idea as to what Naya was trying to achieve with this one, as well as how it made the color scheme a bit easier to work with. She's not inherently. I should probably put this out there. Nikki's not like supposed to be a butch lesbian.
Crazy.
But she is, of course, a lesbian and is actually should have one of Naya's Cambions.
Yes, that's true.
But other than that, Nikki's just like I actually kind of need to think of what to do with Nikki's power because of the fact that like she already has a lot going for her with the fact that she's a physically strong character. So I need to figure out how to make good use out of her light. Other than like dimming the atmosphere down so she can sneak around.
Yeah,
and I think that's it for me. And now the last two.
Well, actually, it's genderless, but I keep referring to him by he, him, even though it could very much be a female, who knows. But this is Tenebros, and he is the one behind all my sages, and
my sages.
Yes, and it's kind of like inspired by Slenderman, obviously, like I said, but with his new design, like, he used to look like a Wendigo, but I didn't like that vibe a lot. I wanted to make him look more a tree monster, and I think I succeeded with that. So Tenebros' lore is a bit crazy, and honestly his lore is more or less based on speculations of the people within the town that he originated at, which is Echoport. But there are some talks about he originated from witchcraft or human sacrifices, or just the fact that people, like, obviously destroy forests and whatnot. Because he, on his left, well, our left, his right, has a burn scar, because people try to burn him, but the thing about Tenebros is, if you try to burn him, you actually end up burning yourself. It's kind of like reflecting back to you. Because obviously, you know, people would assume it's a tree thing, so we can burn it down and then it would be over and done with. But that would be too easy, guys. He's like a horror character. They always come back. And no, that's not a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. Shut up. No.
I always come back.
I always come back.
We literally made 2 FNAF
I
references so
know.
far. Come on.
I will make more if I have to.
A little funny thing about Tenebros though is that during his concept phase, you actually gave him like different appearances based
he
on the season.
still can blend in with the nature a lot. So it's basically the idea behind Tenebros is that you don't initially see him, but in the corner of your eye you have the feeling that you just saw a tree move, and it's driving you nuts because you swear there is one tree that moves around, but you just can't prove it because nobody else sees it, and it's driving. Well, that's basically Tenebros' whole thing. He drives you insane. And well, you only become a sage when you are marked, and he only really marks people with, like, low self-esteem or trauma. He doesn't just mark anybody. And if you're not marked, then you're going to die. And yeah, that's just what Tenebros does.
Although I guess for this to explain about my sages is the fact that like for Hiroshi and Austin, Tenebros just showed up when Hiroshi was almost close to dying, and for Austin, he basically just kidnapped him.
Oh, and
that's basically like the core gist.
I forgot to mention this, but Tazalal and Tenebros have a kind of rivalry going on, which is based on the Slenderman versus Salgo thing that was happening in the creepypasta fandom back in the day. But the pure reason why those two don't like each other is because they keep stealing each other's victims, like how Tazalal did with Vanessa and how Tenebros did so with Natalie. They're just up each other's asses, basically. And that's lore for Tenebros so far. Okay, next.
And then here is my version of, I guess you could say, who was inspired off of Slenderman. This is Silva. He also kind of like Tenebros is he is the leader of my Forest Walkers essentially. So I mentioned before when I was talking about, I think Knight or Sean, it was one of them, that Silva and Tenebros kind of have a rivalry. I cannot say that word correctly. It's more so that Silva is actually genuinely terrified of Tenebros because Silva, despite the fear that he puts into his forest walkers and other people who know him as an urban legend, he's actually very much a coward. He's a scaredy cat. So Silva is actually an amalgamation of sentient mushrooms and fungus. So he's been around probably since, if we want to get technical here, he's probably been around since Earth has been created, but he didn't recently become sentient until, many centuries later. So like I said, he's a big coward, big scaredy cat. The reason why he has forest walkers in the first place is because he does not want anybody knowing about his existence. He does not want to be perceived, and he just kind of exists to exist. So yes, him and Tenebros used to work together, but that has been I think from what I did for my timeline correctly, they had a falling out. I believe like in the early 1900s is when they had a fallout. But yeah, he is actually, like I said, he was inspired by Slenderman, and I actually have a fun fact about him. He in modern decades, Silva actually became an urban legend for anyone who passed around scary stories. So many of him will mistake him as a Wendigo from like Native American culture, or people will even mistake him as the Slenderman himself. And he also, before he settled in, because Echoport takes place in, is it Minnesota? We
yeah, I think it was Minnesota that we established it.
So right at that Canadian border. So Silva, before settling down in that general Northern American and the U.S. and Canadian border, he actually was the one who started the bubonic plague back in like the 1300s. So he's been around for a very long time. So no one really knows how he became to be. Oh, okay.
That's good. To go over my relationships with like the sages' relationships to forest walkers, Hiroshi is technically the only one of my sages that can technically count as a forest walker, but that was because of the fact that he was around when Silver and Tenebros were working together, and when Sean was under Hiroshi's tutelage, which of course, when the cultists of Silver actually gone and attacked Sean, Hiroshi incidentally did Silver a favor by getting some of the attention off of him. At the same time, probably he kind of just spurred them to probably be a bit more brash or whatever. Hiroshi also does not like Silver because of what he did tonight.
Yes, yes. He
because-
is, yeah. Silva is, despite him being a coward, he is essentially, which I guess actually kind of makes sense. He's essentially a very big bully to his forest walkers and any human he comes across. He does not need to eat, so therefore he plays with his prey as if he were just playing with it like a toy. So he's a very, nobody really knows what Silva thinks because he can't even talk. He doesn't even talk. The only way he communicates is through radio frequencies.
Okay, so the last day I did myself as a witch, and
Oh my gosh!
Shit, that looks so
Thank you.
good.
And if you've seen my short about this challenge, you could see in the corner there was a poster about to join the witch class or something. I don't even remember because I couldn't find my own art for that, so I don't have a reference even for myself. But basically the story is that after this challenge I joined a coven. And no, it's not the same coven like my witch characters. And yes, I'm orange.
It's a school.
Yeah, okay, that's true. They are at a school. But yeah, that's the last day. That's me.
That's so cute. This is our first time seeing it, by the way. This is really cute.
Yeah.
I love this one.
Yes, this is absolutely a blind reaction. I actually just noticed is the little sparkly bits around the
Yeah.
wand. And the fact that you have a flipping space mode, despite the fact that you're just dressed up like a typical
Of
witch,
course.
that you have a little bit of you have a space motif going on here, which does make sense.
But I don't need a reference because people can just see me decide.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yay, hooray, we finally
It
reached
was
the end
so
of
much
it.
fun going for me as an artist. I like drawing with colors a lot, and if you struggle with colors, I do suggest going into a different color palette challenge and just try to work it out because I really like how each of these drawings came out. I don't really have a least favorite, and this is the final page, I suppose, of the presentation, so I can't show it on the presentation, but I don't have a favorite day. I think maybe Cerise's day is my personal favorite of my characters.
You said it
Oh,
earlier when you showed
I did.
it. Yes,
Even
you
though I
did.
really don't like yellows and
I
oranges
said that.
as colors. It's quite literally the opposite of my favorite colors.
I actually think my favorite day was Zach's personally because it was the first character you started out with mine, and as soon as I saw the sketch that you showed me in DMs, I got like so freaking excited. And then when I saw the final result, I was like, "Yep, I knew it. I knew this was gonna come out so
Thank
good."
you.
I think for me personally, it had to be Austin and Elias just because of the color scheme, and for Austin and the use of the. Is it like the angle that I like a bit more, or is it just how threatening you just essentially gonna made him, despite me saying of how much of a sensible person that Elias
The
could
thing
be.
is, I think that I suck at posing my characters, but because I'm working on a comic and with this challenge, I didn't just want everybody to stand still. It really just pushed me to try harder.
Well, let's say that the test or challenge or experiment actually came out to be a wonderful
Thank
success.
you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Really happy with it too. It will definitely be saved somewhere safe and not be thrown into the abyss like some of my older art. Well, you guys should probably say bye because I'm gonna record myself saying bye separately.
Do you want to go first, Gray, or shall I?
You can go first.
Well, you can find me on Twitter and Bluesky. And my Twitter handle is Insomniac Arisen with the lowercase I at the start. While my Bluesky is Icarnix, as it is here. I usually just do stories, sometimes voice acting and what have you. But I'm I'm mostly radio silent, and so maybe will actually try put a bit more effort. But you usually just probably see me just reposting silly little things or art from my friends.
You guys can follow me on my Instagram, Greywonderz. It's also Greywonderz. I don't really post much on Instagram right now. I am a full-time student. I work full-time, so I try to post when I can. Yeah, follow me Greywonderz on Instagram. I post about my characters and silly little projects that I'm doing while I am finishing up my last year of college.
And you know me already. I'm gonna do my outro here anyway. So.
Well, you know what I'm doing anyway.
Well, you guys know me. My socials are down below, like always. And it's just nayacat or nayacat with the Z on the end, because nayacat was taken by somebody else. And I don't know why. Follow me if you like art-related stuff or just somebody rambling about their OCs. Or if you're maybe interested in OC lore, because I definitely will make more videos of my characters, and I will make sure people will like them, even if they don't want to. I will make sure about that. That's my mission. Anyway, have a nice day or night, and maybe I'll see you next time. I sure hope so. Bye!